Hey everyone, we're going to talk about how to fill out this Hyperdoc. A Hyperdoc is basically a table. I do have a link on how to create Hyperdocs if you are interested. But basically with this table, it is an easy way for you to input information. Now, within a Google Doc, you can actually have people do a Google drawing. So in this case, you're going to insert a drawing and you're going to create a little collage of images and text that represent blended learning. Label it with key elements that you noted from the video. Okay, so you would put your name in first. And there we go. It's going real slow. Apologize for that. Click in this box, and when you want to put in a Google drawing, you just go to Insert and Drawing. And what will happen is a separate box will pop up like so. So that way I can start doing a Google drawing directly in the doc. When I hit Save and Close, it will actually insert into the table. So in this case, you're going to do a little drawing here just for fun on blended learning and what you thought of the videos, some things that stood out to you, some keywords or terms that stood out. And so I'll just get you started a little bit. Remember, you can draw within a shape. I like to use shapes to make lots of color and make it fancy. So I'm going to use this one right here. I'm going to click like so, and then you have the ability to paint it if you want to paint it a specific color like that. And then I can change the font size, and I'm going to change the font itself. And if you're ever missing parts of this toolbar, you can always hit the More button and more tools will pop out. Okay. I'm going to also, you'll notice that it's, when I double click in this box, it's left aligned. So I want this centered. I'm going to center it right here, and I'm going to say blended learning. And then you can also, if you want to rotate it, you can grab this dot like so, rotate it. If you want to adjust the edges of your oval or shape, you can grab the yellow dot, that'll adjust that. Okay, so that's just kind of a fun way to do it. If I want to insert an image, I can do that a couple of ways. I can use the image icon right here. And then it allows me to find any images that maybe I found on the internet and downloaded. So then I can upload them. I can also take a selfie if I want to here. If I have the address to a picture, I can use that. You can use pictures that are already in your Google Drive. So if you save pictures in your Google Drive, you can do it that way, or you can search straight from here. And so if I search classroom, I can search what a classroom looks like. Okay. And there's not a lot of students in there. I might use this picture right here. And it'll insert in. Now, it might fill up the whole box. Well, it's pretty close, isn't it? And so I can shrink it down by grabbing a corner box. I highly recommend using corner boxes because then they do not get disoriented. So if I want to label this, I could use a shape like so. Or I could use an arrow. That's kind of fun. I'll drag, and I could label specific things that I want to point out. So I could say collaboration. If I make the arrow bigger, I can change that as well. There we go. Now, one thing that's kind of interesting is I don't like that this does not match this one. Watch this. This is pretty cool. If I want the characteristics or attributes of this one to be copied, if I click on this one first and then I choose a shape, now watch, it's not going to work this time. Ta-da! It actually will copy the attributes of that shape. Let's see if it's even centered. If I double click in there, nope, it's not centered. It didn't keep my font though. I'm not happy about that. So that's kind of a bummer that it doesn't keep your font. But it does at least copy the color. How about that? Okay, then if you want a picture that you have on the internet, something else you can do is you can copy and paste pictures in from the internet. So if you find a picture elsewhere, if you're not finding what you need, you pull up another tab. Let's say, actually, I'll just use this one. And this picture has nothing to do with blended learning, but I'm going to do it for time's sake here. So if I two-finger click or right-click on this image and I hit copy image and I go back to the Google drawing and I click here and I hit Control V, it'll actually paste the image directly in. So you can find other images elsewhere as well. Okay, that's just letting you know that. If you want to add borders and stuff, if you click on the object, you hit the pencil, you can actually choose a border color, and you can choose the thickness. If you want it to be stripy, you can. And remember, with images, if you want them to be a special shape, if you select them and you hit the arrow beside the crop button right there, you can actually choose various different shapes for it to be. So if I want this to be like that, I can make it have those corners chopped off like so. And since it has a yellow dot, you can adjust those corners however you want, like that. I have no idea why you'd want to use that shape, but hey, you never know. Okay, so then once you're all done, you can just hit save and close. And it goes right into the doc. Now, the nice thing is that we'll be able to see each other's. And so you'll see your name, you'll have your Google Drawing here. If you want to come back and work on it some more, if you hit save and close, you want to work on it some more, that's fine. You can always click on it, hit edit, pop out that box again, and you can work on it some more. All right, and so that is how you work on a drawing within a Hyperdoc.